Good morning, this is Mrs. Heisenbuttle, and today we are going to be making a pretty simple little peg toy. Pegboard toy, the kind that you pound the pegs into and then flip it over and do it again. So we're going to do a couple of basic things that we've done before. We're just going to alter them in new and interesting methods. So the very first thing I need to do are to create some sides for my pegboard toy. And I'm going to do that by using a primitive box. And I'm going to go ahead and set up my length to be 5 inches and my width to be 0.5 and my height to be 7. So it's nice and tall and thin. I'm going to hit enter. Now notice I can move it wherever I like it on my plane here. Now I need 2 of these. You're going to say, why? Well, I need one on each end. So rather than drawing the whole thing again, I'm just going to do a Control C for copy and a Control V for paste. Grab the center and move the second one over. So now if I look at my front view, you can see that it's moved over. Now notice this should be seeing straight on, and it's not because I'm currently in perspective mode. I'm going to switch it to orthographic and kind of give myself a little bit more. There you go. So I just want to make sure it touches the plane, and then I can hit enter. Now, if I go here, you can see they are not lined up. So I'm going to use a new tool called the Align tool. It's over here under the Transform section. There's Align. And I'm going to click on this guy and then this guy. Well, or maybe the other way around. Usually. And I'll be honest, the order in which you click things makes a huge difference. So we're going to go ahead and line that up. So now you can see that they line up. And if I click from the top view, they're now lined up perfectly, but they're not quite where I want them, which is fine. It doesn't matter all that much. I'm just going to go to home and I'm just going to use my move tool, click on this guy, and I'm just going to grab this arrow and scooch the whole thing over so it's just out of my way. Now, those are my 2 ends, and now I need to create a board that fits in the middle. So again, I'm going to get a primitive box, and I'm going to mess with the settings before I place it. So I'm going to do a 4-inch length on that, and I'm going to do a 6.5, no, a 6 width. There we go, that's about right. And then a 0.5 height, so that it's the same height as it is wide. So it kind of matches. Now, one of the things that makes this pretty nice is that I can, if I can get it right, whoops, wrong direction. There we go. I can generally use my Align tool to put this perfectly in the middle. So I'm going to put it in the middle here, and I can spin, and you can see that it's now in the center there, but it's not in the center up, so I'm going to turn it. There we go. Now it's perfectly in the middle there. I'm going to hit OK, and you're going to say, but they're not touching, which is true, which is what I'm going to do with my snap tool now. So I'm just going to snap this guy to the end of my board itself. But notice it's sitting right on that edge, but it's not inside of it. In order to make this perfect, I think I'm going to have it go negative 0.5 so that this board here, or this end, slides into the board ever so slightly. Hit enter, and now I want to make sure that those are actually together, that they are merged. So what I'm going to do is go up here to the Combine tool, select Merge, click, click, enter. These are now one item. So no matter where I move it, they move together. All of that works out pretty well. The only thing is that now I need to stick this guy to that guy. So once again, I'm going to get my snap tool, and I'm going to turn, click there, and click my base here. And again, I'm going to go negative 0.5. And now we're going to go see if it's even. Look at that. It maintained the alignment. So now it's perfectly even. I can hit enter. And that's exactly what I want, but I need to merge it again to make sure that they don't move around. So there's that and this and enter. So now the whole thing is one giant piece that can now be slid around. Now it's time to do pegs.